everybody.
We are back, and it's time for your daily dose of realness. Right here on the Real Hills. So we have such a great show put together for you guys today. We are ready, but first, if you can go down, get in that chat box, say hello, join in, start the chat, get it going, send in your icks. Also, like, subscribe, and share. Press the button, share it with everyone so everybody can jump in and join in on this topic. This is a good one today. We're going to talk about breaking family curses, because what we've found is that a lot of what our young people and people who are in relationships are going through and dealing with is due to the lack of knowing how to break past family curses from their new lives. And so we want to really jump in and address those things. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm really excited about today's show because we've been waiting for this one. So often people are dealing with things that are spiritual, and they think they're soulical.
Yeah.
They think they have to deal with their own soul, their mind, their will, and their emotions. But they actually deal with the spiritual aspect. And they're fighting things that they've been fighting for generations in their family. And because we never talk about it, we never have a real conversation about it, we don't know how to break them. So we're going to go through like 7 things on how you can break those curses. But first.
It's that time.
It's that time. We got to deal with the icks. Before we deal with the spiritual, let's deal with the practical, because this is our favorite part. These are things that make men and women say ick. And I find these always instructive. They help me because I didn't know, and I don't want nobody to be icking over me. You know what I'm saying? This, can I start off?
Yes, you can start with the guys.
These are the guys.
Excited about the guy
I'm locked
ones
and
today.
loaded. I'm ready. Excited about these.
Okay.
The first one. This one is really real. Okay, is one thing that makes men say ick is when women give men the silent treatment.
Ooh.
The silent treatment. Ooh. When you're asking them, what's wrong? Nothing.
Oh.
What's wrong? Nothing.
That's the worst.
I don't want to talk about it. We're going to live in the same house for weeks together, and you ain't said nothing but good morning. And, and we're just not communicating. Men hate that. Believe it or not, men are very communicative. I believe that men communicate better than women. Better.
I don't know about that one.
Better. You have never had a man ever say to a woman, I need you to read my mind.
Women want men to read their mind.
Yeah, well, how come you didn't know? Didn't you notice?
You're right. Women do say
men
that.
are very blunt, very upfront. We will tell you what's bothering us. And very often women want us to be mind readers. And particularly if you're giving him the silent treatment because you want him to notice it. Well, if he's sick of you, he will enjoy the silent treatment. But the more silent you are, the less you're even involved in his life. And so it's an ick. But for men who want to engage, and if you're not engaging, after a while, it's just
ick.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Ladies, don't do it. I just want to say this about that.
Jump in.
Yes, ladies, definitely. Okay. If you're giving them silent treatment because you want them to notice, I had to think that through because I realized women do this. But if you want them to notice and then they actually notice and say, what's wrong?
Right.
You got to open up and tell them. Even if it's something real heavy that you feel like you haven't really got your words together of how to express it, then at least say, you know what? I know I do have something that's wrong right now, but I'm still trying to get my words together because I don't want to be hurtful or I don't want to be rude. And so just give me a little time to get my words together, process through it, and then I'll talk to you about it later. At least tell them that much so they're not left like, oh, something's wrong. She don't want to talk about it. I didn't ask her what's wrong and she want to keep on this thing. Because then women, it makes it seem like you just want to be mad. Do men ever feel like they just want to have a reason to be mad?
For a lot of men, they just feel like the woman always has an attitude. One of my homeboys was saying, "Tude."
Oh,
attitude.
Dude, yeah, he
all
was.
the time. He's
there.
like, You know, I won't even go into it, but it's realer than real. Nobody wants to deal with a stank attitude, and sometimes your silent treatment comes off like an attitude, and it looks the same all the time. You're happy is Tootie, you're sad is Tootie, your middle is Tootie, you're quiet. It's all, and after a while, the average man, after a while, particularly if he's high value, particularly if he's busy. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And there will be somebody who he can make happy.
Yeah.
And it just may not be you. Ick. Okay? Ick. Let me move on. This one is interesting. This one came in. It must have come in from your side because it's flirting too hard. Ain't nothing worse than a thirsty woman.
I didn't know men ick about that.
I don't know any men who ick about this. That's why I said it must come from your side.
Yeah, no. Men send me stuff too.
Yeah.
And a man sent me that. He did. And I'm like, really? He was like, yeah. And he said, I said, well, what do you mean? Women, he means the kind of women that are too aggressive.
Just aggressive.
That's thirsty women for them.
Just coming at
like, trying to throw themselves at
throwing
men.
Panties.
Yeah, like maybe this dude is saved for real. He ain't trying
He is saved.
He don't want no thirsty. He's like the women that you're hanging out and they're just all up in your personal space. He's like they're like trying to go home with you.
Yeah,
trying to,
right away.
Right away. Like he's like that's too much. That's thirsty.
Wow.
He didn't like that. So that's what he said.
Well,
ain't nothing worse than a thirsty woman.
We will represent that for them, because I believe in today's world, you got to let a brother know.
You
can let him know.
You can let them know, so because men have issues
we will miss the signals.
Yeah, and y'all have issues with feeling like y'all got what is it when you get turned down?
Rejected.
Y'all have rejection issues. So women, you do have to alert the man that you're interested, so they can feel like, oh yes, I can pursue her. Yeah. But you ain't got to be like, come on over here.
You don't have to Kiki Palmer.
Here's my phone number with my address on it.
Yeah.
8 p.m. See you there.
Kiki and Usher it. That's a bit much.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Kiki and Usher.
Yeah, the Kiki Usher, man.
Babe, I don't even know.
She got a whole baby daddy, and she's grinding up on Usher like he's a deacon.
Oh Lord!
No, it's a
Lord!
mess.
I don't even know.
It's a whole mess.
I don't live in that world.
Okay, you know I do. I am here for all of it. Okay, let me move on.
Anyways.
All right, this one I concur with. The third one is women with messy bathrooms, globs of toothpaste in the sink, hair, some yours, some rented, all over the counters. You know, weave hair in the salad bowl, just overflowing trash. Can you change the trash can? I don't know why they put those little trash, but why are the trash cans in the bathrooms so small?
Because the bathroom is small. There's no room to put a big trash can.
But you
I hate that factor too, but I realized that's the reason. I literally just had this conversation with my daughter.
Really?
We went to Home Goods to get some big pillows, throw pillows, the big kind.
Yeah.
And I was
we need more pillows in our house.
I like throw pillows.
We need more pillows.
It's comfy.
I can't even get on the bed. There's so many
comfort,
pillows. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty.
Women with pillows. That's a whole nother subject.
I was walking down the trash can aisle.
Yes.
And I wanted to get this bigger one. And I'm like, I literally said those exact words. That's funny. I was like, why do bathrooms always have these little trash cans?
Tiny things.
But then I realized when I picked up the big, I'm like, this can't fit in the bathroom.
And the one we have
is
made out of granite. It's made out of granite. Okay? So I'm always tasked somehow. This comes on my responsibilities to change trash liners.
Yes.
And I have to pick up this granite little thing, and it's never my stuff.
No.
I have nothing to throw away.
We have stuff. We got makeup wipe remover wipes. We got our eyelash packages. Yes, but Babe, it's your job to take out the trash.
That's
all of them.
All of them.
Yes, that's your job.
That's my job.
That's your job.
Okay, I
At our
it.
house.
I received it. I have no problem with that.
That's his job.
But that thing is heavy, and you have to empty it out every 2 days because of all the accumulation of female stuff. Because for the man, the toilet is the trash can. Okay? Everything I have in the bathroom goes in the toilet.
Have good insurance when you have a man. Because when that toilet gets clogged with all of this stuff.
So, but this is an ick for men. They kind of want your bathroom to be cleaner, and it's fascinating because I've had all these buildings all these years, public buildings. Women's bathrooms are always nastier than men's bathrooms, because women are nasty.
No, they're don't
nasty.
say women are.
They're nasty.
Some women are nasty. I am not.
They be stooping over that toilet.
Clean.
You know, they can't sit on the toilet. But then, blah, 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 it be all this splatter. Splatter, girl, you need to make that thing go straight. Okay? Jesus. Sound like the rain falling. What the hell is going on in there? Jesus. It's a waterfall. It's a... Blah, 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 blah. And I got to go clean it. I was a young youth pastor. They made us do everything. I had to clean the women's bathrooms, and gosh darn.
I mean, yes,
disaster.
women should. Okay, this is an ick. Women, clean your bathrooms.
Clean your bathrooms.
Clean the toilets.
Especially if you're gonna have.
Put the feminine products in the trash can.
Oh, we don't even want to talk about
in the trash can.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
See, that's why I only believe in those trash cans with the lids in the bathroom.
You think you should get the lid?
Yeah, for the feminine products. You know, it should have the lid, and then, you know.
But the man has to change it.
But, you know, yeah, but it has the lid. It has a liner.
The liner.
All you got to do is pick up the liner.
Okay.
Throw it away. There's no issue with that. But
and women would never know because men are never going to say this is an ick for them. But they will tell their brothers and their boys, yo, man, yeah, that bathroom looked like World War XVI.
Don't nobody want to come over and see colors on the toilet other than white.
Oh, my God. The drippage.
No. Oh, my God.
CSI up in there.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I have a rule.
It's a crime scene.
If the toilet seat goes up and I see anything but white, I mean, I keep a pack of the Clorox wipes.
You do, but you get happy when the Clorox stuff arrives.
Yes.
The Amazon dropped off some Clorox packages, and she got so excited. I thought you got something serious. The OCD. It's endless. Okay, let me do the last one. And this came in on my side, is the moo dresses in public. Okay, these are the dresses that are tent-like structures.
Tent-like structures.
You know, and you know the boobage is just hanging up there, swinging low, and they're called moo dresses because you look like a cow. Okay, it's called a moo, and no one will tell you. I tell you, I'm your pastor. I love you. Moo.
Ladies,
no.
don't wear them
That's
in
a house dress. Right, not at Walmart, not at Target. Those are for the inside the house.
Not at the airport.
Oh, God, we won't even talk about the airport.
We have been in the airport a lot lately.
A lot. All the time.
And I am always shocked. And I'm so disappointed.
You're disappointed?
Yes. I be seeing girls, younger than me.
Yeah.
And they be having on their house clothes at the airport. And it is not a 5 a.m. flight.
It
is 12 in the afternoon. It's 2 in the afternoon.
Now, what do you mean? What do you mean, like sleepwear?
Yes,
pajamas?
They literally have on their pajama pants, slippers, a bonnet.
But you don't. She doesn't like that. See, I enjoy.
That is ratchet.
I enjoy ratchicity.
Ratchicity. No.
Makes my heart smile. Not that I'd ever be with anybody like that, but I just find it comical. I like the little shoes and they dragging their feet and the bonnet, you know, or the curlers.
That's not.
Have you seen the curlers?
The curlers is even worse.
The curlers
But
is
ladies,
awesome.
can we stop? Can we please?
Okay, ick. You got some?
Okay.
You got some?
Okay, now, the girls.
Because we're already over.
Let's get these guys. Okay. To start, men who have that dirt under their nails.
That's a hard-working man.
No, it ain't. They lazy. Clean the dirt. Wash your hands like this. Scrub. First of all, men don't even barely wash their hands. Like,
You don't think
men,
so?
yes, men are gross.
So men are gross.
Men are gross. Babe, turn off your phone. We're on TV.
Hey, I'm on TV. Okay, you were saying men are gross. Let me turn off my phone.
He just did that so mean. Who was that? Someone important?
Not anymore. Because they pissed.
That was so mean. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, anyways, yes, men need to clean their nails, okay? Clean your nails. We don't want to see that ring of black right under.
Wow.
That just, when I see that, babe, I think like, what is that? Is that dirt or is that poo?
You think he's scratching his butt?
Yeah, men scratch their butt and everything else. And don't wash their hands. Men
Wow.
are gross. Men are like little children when it comes to hygiene. Okay? Men are gross. Anyways,
All right. This is
my next one. Men.
This works for me too. Go ahead.
Oh, this is a good one. Men who keep the tag on their suits still got the thread in the split on the
split
back
in the
of their
back.
suits.
See, that's it. It is it.
It is
But you have to have pity. They don't know.
They know.
No, nobody has told them to take that Suit King tag off.
Oh, Lord.
No one has told them Suit King. Okay,
But the
I lost
slits,
half the
those
audience.
slits are not supposed to.
They don't
the thread.
know. No one has told them.
Well, come on, here's
They-
your opportunity.
brothers,
Right here, talk
brothers,
to them.
let me talk to you, brothers. Take the tag off the side. That's not cute. That's not supposed to stay there.
Get the slits
okay?
in the back.
And the slits in the back, you're supposed to cut them and let it breathe. When you if you have if you have a 2-button, you never button the 2-button. If you have a 3-button, throw it away. Okay, throw it away. If you have a 6-button, kill yourself. Okay, you have a 6-button, kill yourself. Okay, because unless you're a bishop, okay, and you have on Stacey Adams, it does not match with them bell-bottom, wide-bottom pants. Okay,
No.
I had them too, but I threw them away. All right, go
Okay,
ahead. Go
okay.
ahead. Hurry up now.
Men that don't. Oh, this is good. Okay.
Ooh.
Men that don't know stuff about themselves.
Okay.
Like you be like, hey boo, I'm at the store. What pant size do you wear? And they be like, I don't know. Or you be like, what's your neck size on your shirts? I don't know. Or like you asking them like they don't know nothing about themselves. Like you trying to do nice stuff for them,
Okay.
but you can't. Because they don't know
They don't know
nothing.
their
Like
sizes.
you call them and be like, oh, well, what type of this do you like? Or what type of that? And they can never give you an answer.
Wow.
Like, get your life together.
Wow.
Like, know your stuff. Like, oh,
No, I learned something. I didn't know that,
that
was
would
a
be
big
annoying.
deal.
I'm so glad you know.
No, I'm a 17 and a half.
Yeah.
neck.
It was easy. I just,
Yeah, 32.
he knew all his stuff, so I just buy him stuff all the time,
32
you know.
waist. If you want to buy me something. Versace. Okay. I'm going to get these slides.
You
somehow.
gonna get them slides? Okay. All right, my last one. Okay, this is
a big
good.
one. This is a big one.
This is good. Okay. Men that have toxic masculinity.
Wow.
When you try way too hard to show you're a man. Okay, I get this one. This is those dudes
Okay, break it down.
who are always like overdoing it to say, "Ah, I'm a man. Like, let me do this. I'm a man. That's what men do. Like, they're always like trying to show and prove they're a man.
Wow.
Like, they have to prove their manhood. Like,
That's
it's
an
so,
ick.
yeah, it's icky.
And you think it's toxic?
Yeah, it's called toxic masculinity. That's what it's called.
Wow.
Toxic
They're just
masculinity.
toxic with it. Just,
Yeah, it's overboard. Like, we know you're a dude. That's why we're talking to you.
Wow. Okay.
That's why we're interested. We know you're a man. You don't need to prove to me that you're a man. Like some dudes, like they get mad. Like I understand, yeah, a dude will want to take you out, and then they're like, they may be a traditional guy that believes in paying for the meal, and you just happen to reach for your purse,
Right.
Because you've been dating people that may not have been traditional men.
It's possible.
And then they get mad at you.
Like they're insulted.
Mad, they're insulting. You're like, dang, easy, killer, easy. Okay. The last 2 dudes I went on a date with, were millennials and they believe in splitting the check. Just tell me you want to cover the check. You ain't gonna, I'm the kind of man that da-da-da-da-da. What kind of woman? You ain't got to go all of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's toxic masculinity.
So that's it.
Nobody has time for that. It's ick.
I love it.
All right.
I love it. Well, I learned something.
You learned something?
I learned something. I took notes.
I didn't. You took notes?
I took notes. Yeah, I needed to know that.
You don't do any of this.
I know, but I need to share. I've got to share with my peoples.
Your peoples.
With my peoples. Because really, a lot of those are just things that guys who didn't have a father.
Didn't teach them.
Father
so they
didn't have a father or male figure in their life. I took my sons to the tailor to find out their neck size and the length, what this is supposed to be. I showed them how to put on a suit.
Yeah, you did.
If you don't have anybody in your life to teach you that, and I didn't. I had to learn the hard way.
And so you made sure, because you learned the hard way, you made sure not to do that
they're going to
with your next generation.
The easy way.
You went and took them and taught them. That's good. I do that too with my daughter. But anyways, we got to take a quick break, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Go ahead, like, love,
share,
thumbs
subscribe.
up, make some comments, send in your icks. We need more icks. Every week we got to have icks. So
because the more you
them.
comment, it helps with the algorithm. And so it's going to push us up so more people can get to see the show. We want you to like, we want you to subscribe. The more you make noise out there, the more we know that we can do more and reach more people. And with that, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back right after this brief message.
Higher Level Denver is here. Join us as we go to the higher level. Higher Level Denver with Dr. Chris Hill.
But I'm about to get real free. Free in my mind, free in my body, free in my past, free in my future. I need a free person to give God a free praise right here.
We are friends of God, friends of man, and friends of humanity. Transform your life. Find your voice. Get ready to roar. Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver this Sunday at 10 a.m. Higher Level Denver at the Roar Center, 3035 South Parker Road, Aurora, Colorado, 80014. See all that we're doing on the web at www.higherleveldenver.org.
Welcome back.
We're back.
We are back, and we're about to play a game.
Okay.
Okay, so, babe, you ready?
Yeah, I love the game.
Okay, so how this game works, it's like our newlywed game, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have one of our staff member help us. They are going to ask both of us a question.
Okay.
And we're going to write down the answer that the other would say. So you're going to write down what you think my answer would be.
What Renee would say.
Okay. And then I'm going to write down what I think you would say. So you're going to write down what you think I would say. Got it?
I got it.
Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all, he be acting like he be knowing. Y'all know he didn't play no games.
Doing.
All he did was pray and read the Bible as a child.
Chloe, thank you. Thank you, Lord.
He don't know how to play no games.
I play games.
Now, okay. So we're going to have one of our wonderful staff.
Yes, wonderful
ask
staff.
us these questions. Y'all let us know if y'all can hear in the chat. Let us know
if you can hear.
Okay, we're ready.
Here we go. If we paid your wife $500 to smash a pie in your face and humiliate you on TV, would she do it?
On TV.
I need to answer that if it was him, right?
And be humiliated.
For $500.
You could smash a pie on my butt for $500.
Write the answer you think
What?
I would say.
My naked butt. Okay. But okay, what you would say. Okay, that was easy. What's next?
I don't think he's doing this right.
I did.
No, hold on. Hold on. Okay, no, you have to.
Oh, we're gonna do it one by one? Yeah. One by one. Okay. That answer's easy.
Okay. But you have to write down, this is what you think I would say.
Yes.
And then you have to put down what you would say, right? No?
No, but I could answer it both. You better get that money.
Okay. Do
That's all
I
I'm trying to
think
say.
he would allow me to smash a pie in his face, right?
Yeah. Do we think that you would do it? Does he
Would
think
you do
it?
what I think
Does
you would
he
do it?
think I would do it?
Wife.
Yeah, so what is your answer? Would you do it? And then does he think you would?
No. 500 ain't enough.
That's not enough,
No. No.
girl.
Not for me. Now, do I think yes, he would do it for $5.
Not $5.
50.
$5.50. All right.
Okay,
So,
what's the-
but your answer, you would
No.
say no.
And you put yes. You think I would take
I would say
$500?
yes, but yeah, she's much more expensive than I am.
$500, bro.
I've seen people get shot for less. Okay.
Oh, them people ain't me. Next question.
Next question.
Okay, your spouse has the day off and the house is completely empty. How would they spend the day? It's for both of you.
Oh. Day off. My wife on her day off. Oh my God. In the house by herself. That's so easy. I'm ready. I'm ready, Bob.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, how would I spend my day?
You would clean.
Y'all, look, I would be cleaning.
She can't sit down in the house and sit on the couch and relax, watch TV.
Okay, so
Okay.
what I put you would be
What
doing.
would I be doing? I would be.
You would be in the bed naked watching TV.
Yes. Yes, that's absolutely correct.
All right. Okay. Next question.
What is one thing you have, this is for both of you, what is one thing you have that your spouse would love to get rid of?
Oh my God.
One thing he has.
That I have?
One thing I have that he would love to get rid
Okay,
of.
one thing that you have. Wait a minute. So is the question, do I have that she would love to get rid of? Dang.
I have that he would love
Right. I know what I would love for her to get rid of. Well, she's almost sick of my, yeah. Because I do wear it a lot. I'm ready, Bob. It's always Bob. Okay. You ready, baby?
Okay, I'm ready. This one's good.
This
Okay.
is a tough one.
Okay, babe. So what
This is 100% real.
is it that hold up, what was it? What am I
What is it that
What is
I
one
have
thing?
that you would want to get rid of? I think that you would want me to get rid of my fear of God hoodie. No?
There's something worse.
Oh my God. Because I wear that thing all the time. That
You
thing-
want to know what it is?
What is it?
It's still in the same family.
What?
Those flannel shirts that I hate.
Yeah, she doesn't like the flannel shirt.
Those flannel shirts. Why did this come back? Why? It's,
Yeah,
I
you don't
hate
like
them.
that.
See,
And
I
like
put the flannel shirts.
That's true. And I like those. They're cool to me.
Yes, he has the rain boot shoes with the flannel on them
Yes.
to match. I can't handle it. I
Yes.
can't. No.
I think they're dope. I do. I like to wear the button up top too.
Yes,
So
I'm like, no, you are not from LA. Unbutton that top button.
West Coast
You
is
are
the
not
label that pays
a
me.
Latino brother. Get your life. You do not get to button that top button.
I know. I just love the feeling. You know, I identify with all peoples. I'm multicultural.
Great.
Okay.
That's what I want him to get rid of.
All right.
y'all.
Now the one thing that I would want you to get rid of is I said that house dress, the striped one.
Yo, he got it. I put my favorite pajama shirt dress. And that's the exact one.
No.
It does have stripes.
No, and I have not seen it for some time.
I've been not wearing it because he hates it so much.
No, she went to Victoria's Secretions and got something nice.
Victoria's Secret.
Got something nice for me to look at. But the first year, you know, it was the striped dress.
I love it, y'all. It's so soft.
She
it's
look-
that soft material.
She looked like
and it's
Joseph
off
coming
the
to bread.
shoulder, and
It was
has
the coat of many colors.
multicolored. It's really cute.
No, it was not.
I love it.
It was.
Anyways, moving on.
You didn't have it all
What's-
along the way. But okay, what's the next one?
Okay, your spouse asks for fast food for dinner.
Oh,
Where
good.
do you stop?
Oh my God. Number one, fast food.
For me? Okay.
You go
ready?
first, because I have multiple
'Kay.
options.
No. If he wants fast food for dinner, it's McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Is that what you put?
Yeah, no, for me, yeah, that's
Just
that. Yeah,
McDonald's?
I like if you take the fillet of fish, you have
He has
to
a
add
science for this, guys.
extra cheese crossed for Jesus. Okay, have it crossed with extra tartar sauce. It's the best thing on the menu. It's the best thing on the menu. Best thing they make. I love it. Now for you, you're harder because my wife does not eat fast food. My wife does not eat cold cuts, deli meat. Everything she eats has to be hot and cooked by somebody. So even if I'm gonna pick you up, it would be pho.
You guys, he got it again. I put pho.
I told you I'm on
I put
fire.
pho.
I know
I
you.
put pho.
No, she loves the pho. And for those people who are like me and didn't know what pho was, can you?
It's Vietnamese food. So it's like that big bowl of soup with the rice noodles and the veggies and the broth. It's so good. But I like the pho place because they have other options too, but it's always fresh. And you know it is not frozen because they have to stir fry those broccolis. They do it on the spot. It be hot. When you're eating it, it's fresh. It's not gonna make you fat.
It's soup. Okay? Don't.
No,
Pho is Vietnamese
Pho has rice
for food.
and meat.
Use
They
the
have
food.
rice and meat too.
You spending money on soup. Soup. Okay?
Okay,
Broth.
okay. Leave my phone.
I leave that place, I'm starving.
McDonald's, where you can put a McDonald's sandwich and it won't even mold after 7 years. What is in there? Anyways,
No.
we
We went to the pho place. I was starved by the time we got back to the car. Got another question. All right, fourth question.
What's
We're ready.
next? What's next?
What would your spouse say is their worst habit?
Oh, dang.
What is? Hold up. Is what
Your spouse, what would you say?
is your worst habit? What would I say is your worst habit?
Yeah.
And what would you say is my worst habit?
Wow.
I would say your worst habit is
Your worst habit is she's really perfect. She's practically perfect in every way.
Mary Poppins.
But
Practically perfect in every way.
in every way. Worst habit. Okay, maybe. I have a lot, so she needs time for this. Okay, because I have habits. I'm messy. I'm messy. No, you have a few. I thought of another one.
We just need what would I say is no, what would you say? I
Okay.
don't know.
One of these.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay. Oh, for me, I got to do for me to make sure, see if yours matches what I would say is my worst habit is, okay.
Okay. That's hysterical.
This one's hard.
As I have so many.
This one's hard. I need one. I need to know what mine is. I have to write it down.
Because you're practically perfect in every way.
My worst habit.
But I have a few for you. Don't worry. I got it.
They ain't gonna be real. Habits. Do I have habits?
Oh, boy. Ready?
Okay.
Time's up.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first. She would say that my worst habits is I am somewhat messy. Yes.
I didn't put that as the worst.
I spend every time I leave the house. Outside is not free. Okay? I don't like to go outside when I ain't got no money because it's not free. And then my driving can be somewhat problematic because I'm always on the phone and doing other stuff. And so I have had some incidents.
Oh, I didn't even put that down.
Of hitting things that aren't moving.
That is a good habit.
No, that
is a good one.
That is a habit.
But I didn't write that because
Okay.
there's one worse.
What's
that
worse?
annoys me,
What's
guys.
wor-
This
Oh,
annoys
my
me.
God.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh.
Are we ready? Okay, that is not what I
That's
picked
not
for
okay.
you. What I picked for him
Yes.
is he's always walking around the house without socks or slippers. But he's always complaining that he's cold and his feet are cold. But he never puts on socks or slippers. It's so annoying.
Now, in my defense,
No, there's no defense.
I live with an Inuit. Now, for those of you who don't know what an Inuit was, as I didn't, that is an Eskimo. Okay? So our house is so cold you could hang meat.
And I
Okay.
brought him a heat blanket and I brought him
I just
4
put it on
pairs
last
of
night.
slippers.
It's July.
And
It's July. And I have on a heat blanket.
and robes from UGG. Okay, UGG robes are warm.
Yes, but they should not have to be worn in July.
Yes, it's hot outside.
But okay, but I don't like socks or slippers. I need therapy.
He
I need to
does.
figure out why I don't like that. But that's annoying.
It's
What would
so
I say
bad.
about you? What did I say about you?
My over cleaning.
Okay.
Like, cause if there's a free second, I will do some more laundry. Or I will clean something that's probably not really dirty, but I just need to freshly clean it, wipe it down again.
Okay.
You know.
Well, see, I had 3 because it was multiple choice for me. Okay. So my first one was just like yours, is you have to put on slippers. She gets out of bed, they're 45-degree angle to the bed. She puts her feet in them to slip off the 7 steps to the toilet. Okay? And probably because the house is so cold. She can ice skate over there. Okay? But that is annoying. But you do it every single time. And it's amazing. And the other thing is you start projects. She starts construction projects. And COVID was the worst because she made furniture. She made patio
I was
furniture.
bored. In my defense, as
In
you
your
would
defense,
say,
yes.
in my defense, guys, I am not an introvert.
At all.
I am not an introvert.
At all.
My entire household are introverts. So they were laying in the sun, having martinis with little... They were happy about COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we get to stay home. Meanwhile, I'm over here in the corner trying not to have a nervous breakdown because I'm trapped in these 4 walls. That is how I felt. So I had to get myself to feel like I was doing something other than being in the house.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So the slippers, the starting projects, and I concurred with you. The OCD, which I really enjoy because I'm such a mess. It's good to have somebody to offset the house, so it's a good balance. But I put that down there.
I'm really
Are we
not
done?
as bad as I would be. Yeah, but we're done. We're done.
We're done? We're
We're
finished?
done. We're going to be right back, guys. We'll see you in just a minute, and we're going to talk about our topic of the day.
Breaking generational curses.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver. Inspirational, motivational, and elevational. At Higher Level, journey with us in reaching your highest potential in God.
Because when you go up, I go up too. When you get a promotion, I get a promotion too. When you go higher, we started at the bottom, now we're here. Everybody's going up. I need somebody who knows I'm going up. I'm going up with my family. I'm going up with my children. I'm going up with my church. We're all going up.
Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver this Sunday at 10 a.m. Higher Level Denver at the Roar Center, 3035 South Parker Road, Aurora, Colorado, 80014. See all that we're doing on the web at www.higherleveldenver.org.
Welcome back.
We're back.
We are back. All right.
Okay.
So let's jump right in this topic, how to break family curses.
When we're talking about families have curses. I honestly believe that there are bloodline curses, that things that go down through the family. It's interesting now, when you go to the doctor, one of the first things the doctor asks you is about the physical history of your family. They'll ask you, is there high blood pressure in your family? Is there cancer in your family? Because science has recognized that indeed the things that plague one generation can go down through the family line and plague them. That's true in the natural, but it's also true in the spirit. And when we get the opportunity to really sit down with a family, when we're in a counseling situation or just a consultation, is we'll try and find out and arrive at, okay, what happened in the previous generation? What were the challenges? What were the things? So when we got together and really began to contemplate how we were going to map out our marriage and map out our relationship, we had to have the curse question.
The curse question.
Dun, dun, dun. The curse question. What are you working with? What are you dealing with? What are you fighting with? What are you battling with? What have we seen in your family line that you battle with? And then moreover, I have to ask and answer the same question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one of the things we looked at in my family, particularly, we had a curse in my family, is that the young ladies in my family have children at 19, usually out of wedlock. You know, in the previous generations, they were married, but as it came to these last few generations, 19, the girls have children at 19. And so I knew that if we had a girl together, that would be something that we would have to battle. It wasn't a deal breaker, but in terms of, hey, if we have a girl, we need to talk to her, we need to watch, we need to lock her up from 18 to 20, okay? 18 to 20, because literally it was something. What generational curses did you see in your family?
One of the generational curses that I noticed in my family was that the women all would get with abusive men.
Wow.
In their first love, their first real relationship, it was always these abusive men.
Wow.
So for me, I had to identify that and make sure that I avoided men that had any kind of abusive tendencies.
Any kind of Ike.
Yeah, they got that Ike in them.
Ike gotta go.
And the way I identified that with them is just, you know, kind of asking them about their past relationships and why they broke up. And if I happen to meet the ex or something, I could ask them why they broke up. And if she said, oh, that dude hit me.
Wow.
I'd be like, oh,
But what if she was lying?
Most of the time, women don't lie about that unless they are engaged with a guy that they're trying to get back with.
Wow.
And because they still like that guy, they'll like lie and make up stuff to try to capture that guy. But for the most part, if that woman is, you know, doing her own thing, living her own life, and maybe let's say they have a kid together, and you know, you have to know this person because they're going to be active. You start to ask questions and stuff like that, and you can find out. Most of the time they won't lie about it, but also you can ask their friends.
Right.
Sometimes their friends are a giveaway too. So
because they may be a reflection of that activity as well.
birds of a feather flock together.
So the first thing you're going to do if you're going to break family curses is you have to have a conversation and identify them out loud. We need to write them down. We need to discuss them. They're spirits. And remember, we control the spirit realm with our mouth. Our mind and our mouth is the access to the spirit realm in terms of, because we are spirits, we have a soul, and we live in a body, but we are spirit. And so the words that I speak, Jesus said, are spirit and truth. So we have to talk about them. One of them in my family was alcoholism, is particularly on my mother's side, and some on my father's side. Alcoholism ran through the family. I needed to bring that out there and address it. It's why I don't drink heavily or drink to excess or drink strong drink. And you know, I was very, 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 in my younger years, I was completely anti. Now I've grown a little bit more acceptive of other people in other cultures as I began to travel. But in terms of knowing that my core belief is I needed to be careful there.
Yeah.
And moreover, I needed to make sure that the person I'm with is that wasn't something that was prevalent in your life. And it wasn't.
Not in my life. Yeah. But we realized on our mother's sides, both of our mother's sides dealt with alcoholism.
Right.
So we kind of matched there where we both had the same thoughts about alcohol. We kind of stayed away. We're not really that into it. It's not our thing.
No.
You know.
Right.
So it kind of worked out. So we knew that both of us had identified that, and we had basically broken that curse when it came to us.
Yes, individually. But then even though you break it individually in your life, you may have to be cognizant of what may be an issue for your kids. Another curse in my family is salt.
Oh.
Okay, sodium. I had cankles, you know, I had aunties with them cankles, and they want me to lay hands and pray on them. I said, did you have bacon last night? Yes. I can't rebuke a pork chop, okay? I can't rebuke that.
You ingested.
That you just ingested, you know, but that was an issue. And even as we talked about it, wanting to live a healthy life and wanting to drink more water and walk more and go hiking and all those things, that physicality as a curse that swam through the family line. We had to identify it and talk about it. And it's really important. Now, when we get to the deeper issues, some of the deeper, I'm talking about cancer, I'm talking about high blood pressure, low blood pressure, diabetes, and all those things. Those I consider light issues because they can be controlled either by medication or diet, or change in diet, or physicality, working out.
Just straight discipline.
Discipline. But there's some other stuff that may be spiritual. And in terms of rape, incest, molestation. And for those kinds of issues, depression, anxiety.
Yeah.
Talking through those things. Is that something that swims in your family? Do you have people in your family that I dated women, and once they began to talk about the family history and to talk about, hey, you know, mom couldn't leave the house for months at the time, you know, and that there was depression that ran in the family line, and that's why I dated them.
And didn't marry them.
Didn't marry them because it can't be both of us. Okay, because you know I couldn't have that. That would be something that would be difficult for me. And in that case, instead of them being in a relationship, therapy.
Yes, therapy I think is great. That's another step to breaking a curse in your family. Is once you identify what the curses are, the next step is to go and address them. with therapy.
With therapy.
A counselor.
A good professional counselor. Mm-hmm. Good professional counselor. Pastors are good for prayer and support and biblical encouragement, but there are some things that are so deep that they really require therapy. And it doesn't mean that it has to be a deal breaker, but if you haven't dealt with your issue, why would you want somebody else to have to deal with that issue in your life?
And that's good. And for example, and I can only use women because I'm a woman and I deal and interact with a lot of young women or even older women who are in this phase where they were, let's use a topic that most people know about, they were molested at a young age.
Wow.
And repeatedly. And they're now in a relationship with someone. Now say they were molested prior to being 13.
Wow.
And it affected them. And now they're in a relationship in their 30 and they're having issues with that man. And they know in their heart the real holdback is because they were molested.
Right.
But they never, from age 13 all the way to 35,
right,
they decided not to ever go and get counseling. They decided not to ever go and talk about it with someone. And now they're wondering why their husband or their man is upset because of this, and this that they won't do in their relationship, or they have some kind of wall. And this man is completely clueless.
Clueless.
Because you have not given them that information and allowed them to make a choice based off of truth. And so women, I implore you, I beg you, I ask you, when you have certain issues that you know affect you mentally, emotionally, physically, you want to make sure that you go. The minute you are aware that this is affecting me, you need to go get help. It is not anyone else's job.
Wow.
To give you what you need in an area that they were not a part of, the reason you have it. It is not your man's job. It is not your husband's job to fix the brokenness that happened to you when you were younger.
Wow.
You have to be a grown woman and you have to go deal with that issue on your own.
Whoa.
You have to. It is up to you to fix that stuff. Okay? And so I just needed to put that out there because I've actually interacted with quite a few women that this is a problem, and it's something in their mind makes them think that it's their husband's job.
Right. Your husband is not a therapist.
To deal with that.
He's not a therapist. He's not trained for this.
No.
And
even if your husband is a therapist, it's still not his job
ever
to fix that issue. You have to make that decision. You have to make that choice, and you got to be the one willing to put in that hard work to bring all that back up so that you can let it go and move on with your life and have a happy, full life.
And break that generational curse.
And break that
curse.
curse.
It can stop with you and not go on in the future in your relationship or in your own children, both physical and spiritual. And same thing with men. I encourage men, go get therapy. Go talk to somebody. Go sit down. Talk to a counselor. Talk to a therapist. Take the time. Why not? To get better in you, because why would you want to bring somebody into, it is not your woman's job to birth you into your destiny, to birth you into your ministry, or to birth you into your manhood. How can a woman birth you into a manhood? That's cotton-headed thinking, and while it may be popular, it's incorrect. It's on you to fix you. Let me move here. Okay, and then once we get the therapy, once we identify the list, pray through them. Begin to have a time of prayer where you're coming together and you're praying through those issues with your spouse or with your prayer circle. Let's get some hot prayer on it.
Yeah, you got to pray. Guys, it's not like, I know you got, a lot of people are like, oh, they're only spiritualizing everything. I pray. It doesn't do anything. No, sometimes you have to pray. You have to be willing to get on your knees. You have to be willing to cry out to God. Sometimes even some curses require fasting.
Prayer and fasting.
Prayer and fasting.
Stop eating for a season.
So again, this is about disciplining yourself and realizing that you're going to have to do some work to get what you need. If you want to break these curses in your life, you're going to have to put in the work. I remember there was a season for my age 20 to 23 where for those 3 years, I literally intentionally took time to deal with every family curse that I found out about in my family history.
Wow.
And I literally, for 3 months, took a good 5 of them. Whatever they were, I listed them out, and I took time to pray and fast and break and plead the blood of Jesus and switch and lock up anything and send it back.
Come on.
I took time to do that so that I could be whole enough to engage in any type of relationship. Because what you don't realize is those curses and those issues that you have, they don't just affect you in a relationship like a husband and wife or,
Right.
But they also affect you in your work relationships. They affect you in your business.
Right.
They affect you with your children. They affect you in every type of relationship. So it's always best to take time to actually focus on those things and really purge them from your life.
Come on.
Break those curses.
Come
you
on.
got to do it. Put in that hard work. You got to do it.
Pray through them.
Pray through it.
I love that.
Yep.
Next one that you need to do is you got to build practical and real systems to stay out of them. One of the generational curses in my family is gambling. My grandfather was a numbers runner and a professional gambler, and he did very well with it, but there were seasons where they had to hawk the jury and there were seasons if everybody hit that number at the same time, they had to take them fur coats back. And yes, and once
so they was spending the money before they knew if they got the money?
No, but see, when you run numbers, when everybody hits the number, you got to pay everybody out.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay them out, that's your rep. So you have to.
Yeah. So that means you had got the money from them and you spent it before you saw if they hit it.
If everybody, what if the game, if a plane goes down and it's a 747, and then everybody's going to play 747. Okay, so now you have an inordinate amount of people that all hit. So there would be times where they had. Once I heard these stories from my grandfather,
I don't know nothing about gambling.
Child, and that's how I was. I can't shuffle cards now because I would not touch cards. I would not go to a casino. All the betting platforms that are out there, I don't mess with none of it. Because I have to stay out of those systems. Now, it may not even affect me, but why would I even play with it? I likes my money in my pocket. But that's a systematic decision that I made based on a generational curse that I knew that I didn't want to drag my wife or drag my children. I don't want to spend up all the money going to the casino, and I done gone up the mountain, gone to White Rock, or driven down to Shreveport and lost all the rent money. I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Or have a bunch of scratch tickets in my house and never have any money. And so it's building the systems to say.
So you built the system. You kept yourself out of those systems just in case.
Just in case.
You hadn't broken it yet, or just in case there was some temptation there, you would stay out of them.
Completely out.
So would your next thing be to build a new systems that avoid those areas? Did you then build other systems?
Well, I just knew that was something I couldn't do. Same with alcohol. I didn't know. Same with weed and marijuana and stuff. I was careful with that because I saw people in my family whose lives were completely derailed by it, and they were brilliant, and they were gifted, and they were talented. They were as smart as I am in some cases. They were more intelligent than I was, but that addiction took them out. So I didn't mess with it.
Yeah.
I didn't mess with it. I think sometimes people have, it's hubris to think that what got that person's not going to get you because you're so special. No, I just decided.
See, and that's how I thought. So for me, I just didn't mess with it, but I also didn't put myself in those
settings.
So if everybody's like, yeah, we're going to go out to the bar and go drinking, I'm like, all right, see you there.
Right.
Guess who wouldn't show up?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I just didn't when I was younger. Now I can go.
No.
I'm older. I'm more mature. I'm more responsible. I know how.
I've seen you.
I don't.
They're doing
get a
shots.
Drink. Yeah, and I'll be like water shots. I sure will. Homegirl's birthday. Come on, shots. All right. Water, please. Thank you. And I will take and do all the stuff. Woo! That was good. Do another one, and it will be water. But that's because I'm mature. I am comfortable with who I am.
Right.
And the people around me know who
they
I
know
am.
Who you are.
They have no problem with that, and they're good. You know, I'm there. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying with it. But when you're younger, you know, you feel some kind of way. So I just kept myself out of those situations as I was growing and learning who I was.
Building a system.
Yeah.
Building a system. One of the curses in my family is we're not good with money. We are money magnets. Okay. I am a money magnet. Money is chasing me right now. But in terms of managing, I have to bring people into my life to help me to manage it because I'm extremely generous. Not only am I a money magnet, I'm also extremely generous. And I don't want to ever be in a position where my family is in jeopardy as a result of the largesse of my personality. Build a practical system. And then the next one is build healthy family systems. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I would say, you know, sometimes the curse is the family that's around you.
Wow. Sometimes the curse is your family.
Yeah. Sometimes the curse is the family around you. So you have to make a choice. And I'm not just speaking out the side of my neck, people. I had to do this. I'm speaking from pure experience. You have to decide and make a choice that, yes, I love them. Yes, I care about them. Yes, I wish it wasn't like this. Yes, I don't want anything to happen to them. I wish I could, but I had to make a choice and say to myself, but I'm going to love them from a distance because staying around in those type of environments was going to keep me in under that curse.
Right.
And so I had to break away and rebuild my life without them in it.
Wow. That's real.
And it's hard.
That's 100%.
Don't get me wrong, it was hard.
It's just love the real
because
hills.
You love them, but I love me.
Wow.
God told me, well, Shernay matters too.
Right.
You know, he told me that I mattered too. And so I had to take that to heart and apply it. And of course, once you get away, once you get away and you get yourself built up and you're strong, then you can slowly, you know, interact with them more and be around more because now you're strong enough that there's nothing they can say or do that's going to break you back into that. It's like, boundary.
So it's possible to love somebody
from a distance.
But from a distance.
I love my entire family, most of them from the distance.
Wow. Wow. Because the family system itself can be deleterious. It can be a part of the cycle.
It'll suck you in. They'll pull you in.
They're all criminally minded, okay? And you're trying to be on straight and narrow, and they're messing you up because you get pulled over, and they're in your car, and they got a gun, and now you got issues, okay? Yeah. And so it just, no, I can't pick you up. I'll send an Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll send an Uber, but I'm not rolling with you.
That's a great way to build those healthy systems.
No.
Yeah, I'll help you. Send me the phone number.
Yes.
I'll pay it myself.
I'll pay the rent.
I'm not sending you no money.
I'm not sending you no money. Venmo, Zelle. No, none of it. Straight to.
No. So, but I would say, what do you think the next step is after you build those systems?
You're building those systems. Sometimes you have to avoid the toxicity of the family itself, and until you're strong enough, and then you can set boundaries on your terms.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have the cookout at my house. Ain't no alcohol at my house. Ain't no weed at my house. Ain't no cocaine at my house. And there's no guns allowed. There'll be no gunplay.
I will be wanding.
And I'll be wanding at the door, and we're gonna be checking, okay? Because I got my kids. There's no cussing around my kids. So maybe then my house is not the place to have the family cookout. Okay, I know I got the nicest house, but I'm not having that, okay? So let's meet at the park, in the hood. And we'll get one of them tables and picnic tables, and we'll be out there, but I'm gonna drive myself.
And I'm not going to be there very long.
If it jump off, I'm out. If it jump off, I'm out.
If it's a pretend almost jump off, I'm out. If you look suspicious, I'm out.
You know, that uncle who's always drunk at every family gathering, and in the, you know, I want to have my car running and ready, and I can get my kids out of that atmosphere, because I can't, or even me, because sometimes that atmosphere triggers me. And so many people, we're dealing with triggers that have come from our family, but we have not identified them, and we have not mapped out boundaries that correspond to how not to be triggered. And then let's deal with the last one, because I know we're running out of time. Expose this one's huge. Expose this curse to the next generation. Expose this curse to the next generation. You're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to teach them how to keep it broken, how to break that curse and how to keep it broken, how to identify it if it comes up in their life. And so many people who call themselves Christian people, but they don't want to talk to their children or their grandchildren.
Oh, yeah, because they're so fake. Yeah, I said it.
Fake.
Because you're so fake, you want to pretend like you're a squeaky white sheet
Come
that
on.
never had a drop of
Come on.
dirt on it.
Come on.
You never went through anything in life.
Come on.
You are the perfect angel who loves Jesus, and you want your kids to think that. And then your kids grow up, you didn't tell them nothing, you didn't explain to them anything, and now you're wondering why you at the pastor's office every other week crying and asking us to pray and, oh, help me, Jesus, and how can I get them out of jail? Well, you didn't tell them that your tail was in the jailhouse 17 times before you hit 21 because you was a little thief.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Just honesty.
You gotta talk to your next generation. Be honest. And I mean, yeah, you're still gonna tell them what's age appropriate for them as they're growing older.
The PG-13 version.
Yeah, and then you graduate.
PG-13.
Yes, R. Then you get to the R as they get older. But if you don't tell them, if you don't tell them what they're in for. And
I was in them streets. You got to tell them.
You got to tell them. And you got to tell them how you got from streets to where you are now. This happened in my family as my mom had an abortion at 19. Okay? And then she met Jesus at 27.
So we only knew the Jesus mom. We only knew church mom. And she didn't tell my sister. She did not tell my sister that she'd gotten pregnant and had an abortion at 19. All she wanted to tell her about was the Jesus part. So here's my sister rolling into 17, 18, 19, got a generational curse barreling down on her, and here she ends up pregnant at 19. Now, she did not have an abortion. She had the child at 19. She had to go through school. It ruined her college plans. It ruined her sports plans. It ruined all of her future plans. She ends up marrying the idiot. Oh, did I say that out loud? She married the idiot. And that was a disaster of a decision that a 19-year-old made to try and make it right. When I finally confronted my mother on it, I said, why didn't you tell her up front and out loud? Well, that's all under the blood. No, it's in your blood.
It's in your blood.
It's in your blood. It's not under nothing. It's in your blood. You have an obligation to expose the devil, to expose the curse, and say, this is something that we deal with in our family. This is what happened to me. And if you see that rising up in you, you need to come talk to me about it, because It's something we deal with in this family.
And I know we're running out of time, and I just want to say this last thing before we go. Guys, remember that shame, guilt, all of that stuff you have from those past things, you got to let it go. There's no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus.
Come on.
That does not mean that you hold it in and never talk about it. The moment you get up there and give your testimony, and all you're doing with your young person, with your new generation, is telling them little testimonies all life long. You're giving them your testimonies. The minute you speak it out of your mouth, the devil can't hold it over your head anymore. And what y'all think is speaking it out of your mouth is going to give the devil power to keep using it against you. But the minute you speak it out and get it out there into the atmosphere, and now you're helping that next generation, it's gone. He can't use that one anymore. So it's better for you to just obey and listen to what the word says. You are not condemned. You're no longer condemned once you get saved, okay? Yes. It's gone. But that does not mean you don't need to use that testimony to build up the next generation. And with that being said,
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
That's good. We went deep today.
Yeah.
We went deep today, but I think it was good.
Yeah. Break those family curses.
We want to break those curses.
Let's break them.
Let's break them.
And we'll see you next time.
On Love the Real Hills.
See you guys.
We love you.
Bye-bye.